Okay, update. This is no October 31st. It's just after 6 in the morning. Here we are. These are the tomatoes and the carrots underneath. Carrots right here and beets along there. So the tomatoes are looking good. Still battling black spot, but it's been wet and then it was humid. So here we are. The thing that I've noticed too is they're not getting sufficient water. The soil is tough to work with. I tried to amend the soil as much as possible before I put the plants in, but I really didn't put enough organic material in it for it to hold the moisture. When I water, the water just sort of runs off, so I know it's not penetrating, but we'll keep at it to see how much fruit we get, but still really proud of it. The carrots are looking good. Carrots are looking really healthy. Let me pull one to show you. So I've been coming out and kind of thinning them as they are planted a bit thick. So that's how they're looking. Yep. So it'll be a couple more weeks before they're ready. This bed, still I love the contrast of colors. The lettuce and the kale. So this is the Black Magic as well as the Lacinato kale. Yep. The lettuce in here, I've been coming in and picking it out. It looks like it wants to bolt. Yeah, it was kind of bitter, so yeah, kind of expected that. It's still a little bitter, but not as bad as it was. But it has been hot, and lettuce doesn't like it hot. I have some radishes in there. Yeah. And I planted some nasturtiums too. Now, this tomato is a volunteer from last year, so I don't know what it is, but I've done absolutely nothing with it, and it looks better than the ones in the garden. And when I say looks better, it has no black spot. I'm so annoyed by that. This is I'm not sure. I actually think it's a weed, but I'm not sure what it is. I didn't pull it up because I put some seeds in here for some African something. So I wasn't, I don't know what it was, to be honest. That's a weed. But the radishes are coming up nicely. Well, kale is delicious. Kale is delicious. This is a Swiss chard that has been here now for over a year. I don't particularly like it, but hey, it's always good to have some green on your plate. The basil has to be cut back. There was a cucumber. Oh, it's dead. There's a cucumber in there. Murderer! And here's some more basil. I've just let this bed go, basically. So I put some beans in here. So I'm trying those. Another little nasturtium. That's a sweet pepper from last year as well. I don't know, something's eating it. I really have been neglecting it. And then there's some carrots that I sowed. This is some more kale. Cabbage, lettuce. What is this? Kale, cabbage, lettuce, radishes. Yeah. And I stuck a couple of beans in here too. We'll see what happens with those. But everything's coming up nicely. This lettuce actually tastes a little better than the other one. Nice leaves. Yeah. It's nice. A little bitter, but yeah, it is what it is. Carrots again. I think I'm just loving the way the carrots, the fronds look. These actually were planted several weeks before the other ones that I showed you, the bigger ones that I pulled up. These were actually planted first. Now, I don't know what went wrong here, but I actually can't pull that up. I don't know. Various stages of readiness. Let me see if I could get one up. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's pretty decent. That just goes to show, don't mind what the top looks like. The root's doing an amazing job. Let's see if we can find some water to wash this off so I can have breakfast. All right. There's some cherry tomatoes that I put in, and that's celery. Yeah, quite a bit of celery, in fact. Okay. And some sweet peppers and a few radishes thrown in. Yeah. But they're coming along nicely. I need some water. I'll wash my carrot. Okay. Here are some radishes. Oh, carrot is sweet. I think this is calendula, sweet alyssum, and that's a Tabasco pepper. Yeah, that would have been here now. This is the 3rd year. Okay, so pumpkin update. That's how the pumpkin patch looks. We got one little fella here that's doing okay. There may be 1 or 2 more. I don't know. I just haven't gone through all of it. But there may be something else. I don't know. I really don't see anything, but I guess when the vine starts to die back, I'll notice. But I must say the vine is very lush, very lush. So I know you're going to ask, what is the brown stuff? So the brown stuff are leaves. I had the leaves over there to be leaf mulch, but I decided to use it as actual mulch. Yeah, aesthetically I love it. It has made me have defined rows, and I want to believe that it really has been beneficial by keeping the moisture in the ground, because the cauliflower and the beets have done much better. Yeah, so I'll spread the rest of that this weekend sometime. Beets are looking good. It was a little hot for them, but they're coming along. See, I have some beets. These were the first set of beets I planted before I did the ones in the in-ground bed. Not the in-ground bed, with the tomatoes. So, man, I don't know what it is. I think, honestly, I think it's the way that I'm amending the soil, or not amending the soil, really, that's making the difference. And I don't know. Work in progress. This is a Japanese cabbage last year, and they've reseeded themselves because I'd let quite a few go to seed. This is something called celeriac. This too is something that I tried, but the ants seem to absolutely, this must be creme de la creme to them. So I'm going to pull this up probably today sometime. Let me pull it up now and get rid of this, because it's really not serving any purpose. You'll see. It's supposed to taste like celery. I haven't tried it, but we'll put it in the compost. Yeah, we'll put it in the compost. But I was telling you about the Japanese cabbage. So these came back on their own, and you see that over there, that spinach that came back. So we're happy to have them. I see quite a few grasshoppers. Here. But back to the beds. So there they are. So the rows are nice and defined. I have some corn coming up, and corn over there in various stages of growth. They look like I need to spray them. As you can see, there are bugs, so I'll spray those today. And there's also some pests, so we'll get to them today. Oh boy, it's definitely some pest pressure. I've not really done well with corn at all. I don't know what it is, but anyway, we keep trying. There we are. And that baked bush over there, that's some pigeon peas. I created this area here. I put in those pavers. So I'm going to put some pea rock or something in between, to fill in the gaps. And then put some table, or maybe a table and some chairs, just to have, a garden seating area. But I like it. The plan is to eventually do something with these beds, flowers, something aesthetic. So, tomato update. I'm sure that's what you really want. So here we are. Tomatoes, they're doing okay. Coming. My daughter tells me I'm a terrible photographer, so I'm working on it. The tomatoes are coming. This is a Paul Robeson. I grew this from a suggestion by Jessica on Roots and Refuge. Actually, I got quite a bit of tips from her. I was motivated really to start this by, watching her, and her love for tomatoes really inspired me to grow so many varieties. So, thank you, Roots and Refuge. But, the Paul Robesons are doing well. There's another one that she suggested that I started growing, and I absolutely love it. It's the Kellogg's Breakfast. She likes their Dr. Witchies, but I find that it doesn't do so well here. Tends to succumb to disease quite easily. Here we have a bit of pressure. It looks like a little bit of worm damage, but I'm gonna leave it and let it come to some, let it ripen. But here we are. I'm beginning to think that so far my favorite is the pink ponderosa. I got it from Baker's Creek last year, and that was the first year I'd grown it, and it performed really, really well. Put on a lot of fruit. The plants held up well. Just overall, it was a good performer. So That's pink ponderosa. Yeah. I'm seeing some black spot. I came out and sprayed the other morning. Oh, the other thing I'm fighting with is what do you call them? Stink bugs, or yeah. So I'm gonna get some neem oil today and spray down in here with neem oil. Yeah. I think this is the Costello Genevieve. I think that's what this is. We had a lot of rain. I had the red cups labeling each one, but we had a lot of rain, and I had a little garden help, and so the garden help, I think, moved some of my labels, or at least mixed them up. But it is what it is. No worries. I got that hornworm this morning, so I'm a little paranoid about anything that I see that looks hornwormish, because you know they hide so well, and you don't notice anything until your stems are bare. But here we go. Oh, I know I had something to show you. I'm going through the tomatoes. So I came out this morning and look at my sun goals. They're starting to ripen. Oh, this one is actually cracked. So, since it's cracked, it has to be eaten. It's nice. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Good stuff. So I'm off to the store to get some neem oil, and I think I'm going to get some copper fungicide. I feel like saying that commercial, that Geico commercial, "You can't beat me," where the guy's pulling up the little fish. Yeah, so that's me in black spot this year. Until later.